When I think about situations, especially in the workplace, where I get the most frustrated, the most down on myself, or the most resentful, is not because of the situation itself, but it was either my interpretation of who was behind the situation, or that if this person wasn't there, this situation wouldn't exist. Now, these could be managers, executives, peers from other teams, and even those who report to me. It's not that people don't have impacts on situations. They absolutely do. But focusing on the individual is what's keeping you in suffering. Letting that individual's way of being impact how you navigate a situation only makes things worse for you. Now, the weight and the history of that relationship also slants your perspective on the situation itself. Instead of navigating, say, a tough project, a tight deadline, or an unfair workload objectively, you immediately bring negativity in, which makes whatever it was you're going to have to do anyways that much harder. Now, I regularly fall into this trap, but there's two practices I use that really help bring objectivity back into balance for me. The first is to see this person outside of the narrow situation with which you interact with them. Picture them with their family, or out having fun with friends, or even playing with a dog. See that there is more to them than just this environment. It can soften the resentment, and it can help you see the whole person. Now, the second is to write it out. Write out what the resentment is about the person, what caused it, and then ask yourself, what was your part? What part of yourself did it threaten? It could be your self-confidence, your pride, your self-esteem, etc. Identify what part of you was pushed into a corner and recognize that by addressing that, you're going to address the whole thing. If you put personal responsibility back on the interpretations you have with others, and you start to relieve yourself from your own pain and suffering. Now, I really encourage you, give this a try and let me know how it goes.